Good evening, Poli-Sci 170. This is yours truly, your classmate, Akeem Brown. I am at the Ontario airport, getting ready to embark on my journey to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas Love Field to be exact, where the Southwest Airlines trip. But I wanted to point out the fact that Ontario airport is absolutely dead on the Thanksgiving holiday. Absolutely empty. There is no security line. Is absolutely empty. I cannot believe this. But other airports around the country are probably crawling. Now this with people is what an airport during holiday travel shall look like. People, lines everywhere. People. This is the problem with Ontario. They have no travelers. Look at this security line. I just want to show you the security line for this particular airport. Look at this. I mean, literally out the door. Look at this. So this is the reason why Ontario has no money, because Los Angeles has stolen all their passengers. So anyway, just want to give you guys a comparison and a contrast of holiday travel.
This is Akeem with Political Science 170. I'm here with
Marie Whiting, Southwest employee.
So Marie, can you give us a brief history of Southwest Airlines from its foundation up until its current present time?
Yeah, so Southwest Airlines was founded in 1967 by Herb Keller. Our first flight was June 18th, 1971. It was mostly founded because Herb was looking for a way or a business adventure to link businessmen easier travel between Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas. And it was a lot faster and a lot more efficient to fly than it was. We are embarking on a new adventure with AirTran. We just acquired them last year, so that's going to open us up to future more domestic flights on top of international travel, so we're working on that. So we're really excited.
Now, can you talk a little bit about your experiences as a Southwest employee?
I love what I do. I love the people I work with. I love the company that I work for. My experience overall has been a fun-loving atmosphere with great people to work for, a great company to work for. My daily experiences change because every day you're dealing with different people, different atmosphere, different environment. So overall, my experience working here is exciting.
Has there been a point in your career with Southwest where you stopped working and just said, oh my God, we're number one?
I think from the very first day, coming from starting out with Southwest in Chicago Midway, which is one of our busiest airports, every day you're like, you see the people, you get the thank you letters, the comments, and you step back every day and you're like, wow, this is what we do. This is who we are. We are number one and we try to be number one at everything that we do. So I think that first hit me day one, and it hits me every morning that I go to work. That we are the best and we strive to be the best. That starts from the very top, from our executives all the way down, from all the events that they have. They make it fun to come to work. They make it easygoing. Like, we genuinely love what we do. So when you love what you do, you're gonna have fun. They want you to bring your own personality. They don't want you to be like everybody else. So they encourage it. They admire it. And when you come into a place like that every single day, eventually you're gonna like rub off on other people, and it's just going to continue to grow. So yeah, they make it easy place.
How much knowledge do you have about Southwest operations, specifically in Southern California, and more specifically the Los Angeles and Ontario
I've never worked
airport?
in either one, but I mean, I've traveled in and out of both of them. I read the daily reports that they send out on them. So I wouldn't say I have a great deal of knowledge, but I mean, I do travel in and out of those cities frequently, at least 2, 3, 4 times a month, going through at least 1 or 2 of them. My experience with LA is They are always busy, no matter Monday through Sunday. They are just busy all around. They have a whole lot of flights in and out of there. Not an easy airport to travel through, coming from a Southwest employee point of view, because we can get in and out of airports really quickly. We kind of know what we're doing. Versus Ontario, I think I was there last week or 2 weeks ago, and I got there at 4 in the afternoon and was doing my daily, helping the flight attendants clean the plane, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have to clean, this is the last flight of the night." It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, and their last flight was at 4 o'clock coming in. So, I mean, that kind of, in comparison to a lot of the other cities in that area, to have a flight that is ending at 4 o'clock kind of makes you step back and say, "Oh, wow. Like, is it that they don't have the amount of people traveling to carry another flight?" But that was just kind of something that kind of hit me right away. A lot of our flights, if they can't get to LA, they go to Ontario. They send a lot of planes there. We do see that on a daily basis. But it isn't, but then it's a lot smaller airport compared to LAX and even some of the surrounding airports.
LAX was in the news maybe about a month ago. There was a shooting in TSA. How did that affect the Southwest operations from your standpoint, from the carrier standpoint?
I mean, that shuts down everything. That whenever anything like that occurs, it automatically stops operation or slows operation down for not just local cities, but all of Southwest cities, because somebody from the East Coast or Florida or the Midwest, they're all coming this way. So that stops, pretty much it shuts down a lot of our operations, either delays it or stops it altogether. So, I mean, they have to find alternate routes for all of those passengers. And I remember that day I was working and the alternate route was Ontario. Ontario, Burbank, but Ontario was the closest. So all of our operations ended up in Ontario or Burbank or Orange County, but majority we push Ontario.
If I was a person wanting to be a Southwest employee, what advice would you have for me?
Ooh, what advice? To be yourself. Like, they want you to be genuinely yourself. Whatever you do, however you act, they just want it to be natural. I mean, it's not easy to get in. Our biggest saying when your first day of class that they send you through is that it's harder to get into Southwest than it is into Harvard. So, I mean, they stress that a lot, that they get, if you're applying, it literally shuts down our website every time they post a job position, because it's not easy to get in. But once you get in, it's the best, for me personally, the best decision I've made in my entire life. I love what I do.
And this has been a fun experience, learning the history of Southwest Airlines from the perspective of an employee. Well, once again, I thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy. This is Akeem, and I'm signing off. Thank you.